Hi everybody, it's Jo here with another video, and today we're going to talk about self-awareness. I think self-awareness is one of the hardest things that we need to learn to almost do and take care of ourselves. So Phil and Charlie have gone out for their daily exercise. A train is due in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and see if I can just blast this out. Plus, over the last few videos, you'll have got to know the type of person that I am. Goal is to try and help as many kids as I can whilst we're off. These videos are reaching far and wide across the globe. I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. So, about self-awareness, I'd like to break it down into 4 chunks, because then at least those 4 chunks, and the 4th chunk is almost the most crucial one, I suppose. But the first point is the ability to actually recognize what you're feeling. In a previous video, and I'll see if I can put the link above, is actually how we make ourselves so busy, or how we try to, without realizing, put ourselves into other people's drama, or how we try to rescue other people, is in a sense of us trying to avoid us spending time with us to recognize how we're feeling. And actually, it should be a daily check. It should be a daily check, whether that's when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, brushing your teeth at night, putting your shoes on, whenever it might be. It's just that daily check of how are you feeling. Obviously, for those of you that are driving at sixth form or college and are able to drive, personally, my time is when I drive home from work. I don't have the music on, I just literally sit there. It might be a minute, it might be 10 minutes, but it's just a chance where I get to just stop and just actually check in. The second point is about pressing pause. Now, from Sky, Netflix, Now TV, that there's the buttons of pause, play, and you've also got fast forward, as well as rewind, but fast forward. And with fast forward, there's different kind of, you can press the button so many times, and the more you press it, the faster you can fast forward. And I think that what I'm trying to get at is that in life, we sometimes press fast forward so much. And what I'm going to ask you to do now is really hard for some of you, which is actually to press pause. And I think that is you allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling. And it's hard. It's really hard, because sometimes the reason that we bury our head in the sand, or try to stay active and busy, is to stop ourselves from feeling, because there is nothing more exhausting in life than trying to pretend that you're okay if you're not. And that may be somebody that's having a bad day, or it might be people that are out there that are being really brave and taking each day at a time with regards to a mental illness. But what you've got to do is it's only allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling, is allowing you to kind of work through it. And that's what it is with regards to our mental health, is that it's something we've got to work at. You go and stay fit and physically healthy is by eating properly or active kind of exercising. Early train. Is with that exercise. You have to make an effort with regards to your physical exercise, with regards to staying physically fit. It's just the same. So it can be exhausting for some people when they're pretending that they're okay and they're not. Third point, gets even harder now, is I need you to explore it. Don't ignore it. Explore what you're feeling, why you may be feeling it. Become almost your own personal investigator, where you need to actually think about, and try and put the puzzle together of, I'm feeling this because. So one great example right now is for somebody that might say, I'm feeling lonely because lockdown. This is tough times for some people, really, really tough times. So you're needing to explore how you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Just don't ignore it, because when you ignore it, sometimes when it just gets harder and harder and harder, and we become more and more exhausted in trying to pretend that we're okay. And the biggest thing here is to realise that we're not going to be okay all of the time. It's impossible to be happy most of the time. If that's something that you're trying to achieve, then that's going to be unsustainable, because that's just not always possible. You just need to kind of allow yourself to be you. I make that sound super, super easy, don't I? It's hard, but just be aware that not every single day is going to be a good day. Charlie Brown said to me the other day that he had the funnest day ever. And I said to him, you know, why was it so much fun? And he said, I wish every day could be the funnest day ever. And I was trying to explain to him that not every single day can be the funnest day ever, because then we wouldn't appreciate what those fun days would be, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's when we have those bad days, it makes us appreciate the good days. So we've got recognise our feelings, press pause, explore, don't ignore, and the fourth one, which is the most important one sometimes, is self-care. And self-care can only really happen when we're aware of how we're feeling. And that self-care is when we get to nurture ourselves. And that could be from having a bath. It could be going for a run, going for a mindful walk. And I say mindful walk, and I literally mean just going out there, listening. You know, what can you see? Maybe choose a colour in your mind, yellow, and then just as you're walking, what is the colour yellow? It's just giving yourself time, you time. Now, that may be, you know, with friends, but it's that moment where I want you to almost, I always get the kids to imagine that they're recharging their batteries, you know, pinch themselves in a gentle way, thinking, this is good. This is my form of self-care. And it's for you to try and find out, what are your ways of self-care? Is it sitting and watching a Netflix, eating chocolate without your phone and just absolutely loving it? Is it having a good cry? That's one of my favourites. I even put on the end of a movie just so I can have a cry. Love Actually always gets me. It's quite a few actually. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, but just see if you can implement any of these four kind of points to becoming more self-aware. And I will see you next week. Take care, guys. Stay safe and stay at home. Bye.